Welcome back to MotoBuzzed, your go-to channel for everything about motorcycles, bikes and two-wheeled adventures. If you love to stay updated on bike reviews, comparisons, riding tips and prices of popular models around the world, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest uploads. Today we are bringing you a detailed review of one of the most iconic commuter bikes ever built, the Honda CG125. This motorcycle has earned a legendary status in many parts of the world, including Asia, Africa and even parts of South America, but today we're going to look at it from the perspective of an American rider and discuss in detail what makes the CG125 such a timeless choice: its performance, its reliability and of course its price. The Honda CG125 has a long history dating back to the mid-1970s. Originally launched as a budget-friendly commuter bike, it was designed with simplicity and durability in mind. Honda wanted to create a motorcycle that could withstand rough roads, minimal maintenance and heavy use in everyday commuting. The CG125 has stayed remarkably consistent in its design philosophy over the decades. Even though small tweaks and upgrades have been made over time, at its core the bike is still a single-cylinder 4-stroke air-cooled engine paired with a simple chassis and a basic suspension setup. What sets it apart though is its bulletproof reliability. Many riders in developing countries have used CG125s for decades, covering hundreds of thousands of miles with just basic servicing. Starting with the design, the CG125 has a very classic and understated look, nothing flashy here, which is actually part of its charm. The bike features a round headlamp, chrome fenders and a simple analog speedometer. The fuel tank is slim and holds around 2.6 gallons, giving you a decent range thanks to the bike's excellent fuel efficiency. It comes with a flat and long seat which is surprisingly comfortable for both the rider and a passenger. Even on longer journeys you'll also notice the upright handlebars, which make for a relaxed riding position and good control, especially in traffic. Honda still builds the CG125 to be lightweight and easy to handle, which makes it a great choice for beginners as well as experienced riders who want a no-fuss commuter. Under the tank, the CG125 is powered by a 124cc single-cylinder engine producing around 11 horsepower and about 7.5 pound-feet of torque. On paper those numbers might not sound impressive, but in practice the engine is lively enough for city riding and even short highway stretches. It's paired with a 4-speed manual gearbox which is smooth and easy to operate thanks to Honda's precise engineering. The bike's top speed is around 65 miles per hour, but it feels most comfortable at 40 to 50 miles per hour, which is perfect for urban environments. One of the standout features of the engine is its legendary reliability. The CG125 is known to start on the first kick even after months of sitting in a garage, and it can run for years with just oil changes, chain lubrication and occasional valve adjustments. The low compression engine is very forgiving and it can run on low octane fuel, which keeps running costs low. Moving to the suspension and handling, the CG125 uses a very simple setup: telescopic forks at the front and dual shock absorbers at the rear. The ride quality is soft and comfortable over potholes and rough roads, though at higher speeds it can feel a little floaty, but that's expected for a lightweight commuter. The drum brakes front and rear are adequate for its power and weight, though riders who are used to modern disc brakes might find them a little lacking. That said, the bike is incredibly nimble in traffic and easy to park thanks to its compact dimensions and light weight. The 18-inch wheels help it roll over small obstacles without drama, and the ground clearance is decent enough for rough urban streets. When it comes to comfort and ergonomics, the CG125 scores very well. The seating position is upright and neutral with enough room for riders of all sizes. The seat is wide and long enough to carry a pillion without discomfort. The suspension is tuned for comfort rather than sporty handling, which makes it a great companion for daily commutes, especially on bumpy city roads. The controls are all within easy reach, and the analog speedometer, fuel gauge and odometer are simple and easy to read even in bright sunlight. Let's talk about fuel economy, because this is one of the CG125's strongest points. Thanks to its small and efficient engine, the CG125 can deliver an impressive fuel economy of around 90 to 100 miles per gallon depending on your riding style and conditions. That means you can go over 200 miles on a single tank of gas, which is fantastic for budget-conscious riders and commuters. Not only is it cheap to run, but it's also very affordable to maintain. Parts are inexpensive and widely available. Oil changes, chains, sprockets, brakes, shoes and cables can all be replaced easily and at minimal cost. Even in these parts can be sourced through online retailers and importers. Now let's discuss the price of the Honda CG125 in the USA. This is where things get a little tricky because the CG125 is not officially sold in the United States market. Honda has never officially imported the CG125 to America because the company focuses on other models here like the Rebel CB300F or the Grom. However, you can find CG125s being sold by importers or as used bikes that were brought in privately depending on the condition, year and importer. The price of a brand new Honda CG125 in the USA can range from $2,000 to $2,500 for a new import, and for used examples in good condition you can expect to pay anywhere between $800 and $1,500, which is still very affordable considering its reliability and low running costs. In countries like Pakistan, India and Nigeria, the CG125 is sold brand new for the equivalent of around $1,000 to $1,200, which makes it extremely popular in those regions. But even if you have to pay a little more in the USA, the value proposition is still excellent. It's also worth noting that owning a CG125 in America is a unique experience because you won't see many of them on the road. It's a bike that stands out for its simplicity and classic charm rather than flashy looks or high performance. If you're looking for an inexpensive, reliable motorcycle for commuting, learning to ride, or even just enjoying a nostalgic classic, the Honda CG125 is a solid choice. Plus, it has a very strong aftermarket support with plenty of accessories and upgrades available, from chrome racks and crash bars to custom seats and exhaust. You can personalize the bike to suit your taste without breaking the bank. Many riders who've owned a CG125 say it taught them the basics of riding and maintenance because it's so easy to work on. If you enjoy wrenching on your own bike, the CG125 is perfect. You can do most of the maintenance yourself with just a few tools, and there are countless tutorials online covering everything from oil changes to valve clearance adjustments. That makes it an ideal bike for anyone who wants to learn about motorcycle mechanics without risking a more expensive or complicated machine. Let's also briefly talk about who the CG125 is ideal for. First-time riders will appreciate its forgiving nature and manageable power. It's not intimidating and it's very easy to maneuver in tight spaces. Commuters will love the low fuel consumption, low maintenance and low insurance costs, and even experienced riders looking for a second bike for city use or a nostalgic ride will find it rewarding. It may not be fast, but it's reliable, economical and fun in its own way. One of the reasons the Honda CG125 has remained so popular around the world is because it does exactly what